Hello and welcome to my Totem Animal message for the month of January. I hope that you've settled in, being January already. I am so very honoured to be able to bring the messages through. I've been working very much with the medicine cards. The creators are Jamie Sams and David Carson. What a beautiful deck. I've been working with this amazing deck for now over 20 years, so I should imagine when they were first created, they've been very popular since. So they're the deck that I work with. I love working purely not just with the cards, but I actually love working with the animal kingdom. Connection's a really, really big thing, and I have found that the more that we actually connect with the animal kingdom as well as the plant kingdom, we really get a lot of it's what I call inside knowledge, which is spiritual knowledge. So today I have been working with my deck, and the beautiful thing is I find that every message seems to always be symbolic for what's going on in the month or around the month or at the time. So for today we're looking at January 2023, and the message, and actually I love it, the cards just fall out. The animal message card we have today is the butterfly. And as you can see, it's a beautiful picture of the butterfly. And it is generally here in Australia. Not long ago, we had quite a lot of butterflies here on the property. So it was definitely letting us know on another level that things are about to go into a different mode now. So there's a lot of transformation. And the butterfly is purely one of the messages with the butterfly is that things are transforming, things are changing. For a butterfly to be able to come into its own, into life, it has to start, there's a process. And obviously butterflies don't last forever. They don't have a very long lifespan. So the spiritual message that I'm picking up from the medicine cards today is basically to allow yourself in the month of January 2023 to really transform, and trust that process, trust that all the changes and the transformations that are happening for you personally, or maybe even happening around you, are happening for a or bigger purpose. And I always do love seeing the butterfly card. I mean, we could have any card come out in the month of January, but I think it's very apt that the butterfly cards come out today in this reading. And it is also a transformation of, not just on one level. It can mean that you're transforming internally, on a spiritual level. It also may be even on an external level that you're doing some transformation on some level. So it might be you've decided to go into an exercise regime in the month of January to transform how you're looking or how you're feeling. So transformation, when the butterfly comes in, it's just a beautiful little sign and signal that there is change around us, and there are going to be changes, and how we go with that flow will depend on how we are affected. So remember, when the butterfly is one of the most gentle and most I guess free and easy animals in the consciousness, because if you look at a butterfly, it flitters around and it takes only what it needs, and it actually it's light, it's a lightweight. So even when it lands on, let's say, a bush or a plant of any sort, it doesn't come with a big impact. It comes in very gently. And if you observe butterflies, they're quite amazing how they kind of like just move around. They don't move around. Yes, they move around sometimes in a hurry, but it doesn't feel like that when you're watching a butterfly. So yeah, so the message for the month of January is to allow yourself to go through that process of transformation. And I always see the symbol of butterfly as being a positive transformation, not necessarily a negative. But again, it comes down to how we view it. So if we view any change as a negative, it will, of course, it's going to have a negative energy and connotation to it. But I do find working with the animal medicine cards, they're basically a beautiful reminder of how we can very simply change the way we do things, or change the way that we encounter certain experiences. Remember, transformation is a good thing. And if you haven't noticed how much you can actually transform, it's a really good time for you to maybe have a look at you, find out if there's anything within that you'd like to transform, like to change, like to create, because the butterfly is also saying new beginnings, new ideas, new opportunities. So never see it as being necessarily a negative thing. Again, we have choice and free will, so we can certainly say, oh, I don't wish to be in this mode of transformation. But the truth is, the universe is forever changing, and I think sometimes the animal kingdom is a very positive aspect to remind us of that. You only have to observe a butterfly in its natural habitat, sorry, habitat, and you see how gracefully it moves around, and how it only goes where it needs to be. I mean, I'm a very big observer of animals. Not only am I blessed to work with the animal medicine cards, but I'm also very blessed to work on such a level with my environment. And so yes, the butterfly is reminding us all to keep it simple, but not to resist change if change is around you. Because if it is around you, it is because transformation is needed on some level. And when we really understand that on that deep soul level, we can really get in touch with parts of ourselves that maybe we've lost along the way. And it's very easy to do that. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I will definitely be more up to date with my messages for the month, also my positive waves. I think I've also got the monthly message, which is basically just what's coming up for the month, and I will be doing so much more. So I thank you for your time today. I hope that the message from the beautiful animal medicine cards, the butterfly being transformation, I hope in January this can be a really positive time for you to transform, to bring in the new, and to also understand the process that you're going through. Sometimes, we don't realize that although we go through changes, and some of them not things that we've orchestrated, maybe the universe has, maybe it's just the time for change. But when we allow that change to really be present, we can really transform, wow, so many things, a lot of our own ideas, old beliefs, so we can really do a big healing for ourselves. So on that note, I do wish you all the best, and I look forward to reconnecting with you next month for February's Totem Animal